Yes, guys! Welcome back to another vid from Mutal FC, and today we got another banging vid for you.
Today we're talking about Game Week 4 predictions and the crazy amount of penalties in the Premier League. But guess who still can't take a penalty to save his life? Your favorite fat fuck, Gonzalo Higuain.
As Higuain steps up, over 300 goals in all competitions in his career. In his MLS debut, a chance to bring it within one.
Alright, talking about Manchester United Spurs first. So, I got United 2, Spurs 1. There's going to be definitely a penalty because, Bruno penalty Fernandez, and then Manchester United. And, I think, United have been, characterized unfairly for getting pens last year, 14. We're already at, 20-something pens and, not even into Game Week 4. So, honestly, if Kane doesn't score for Spurs, it's going to be, easy for United, I feel like.
Yeah, so I have United 2-0. Both teams are not playing well right now. I think that's clear from their results. But I think United's going to have a good game. I think last time they played right off the right back when they came back from break, United they tied 1-1. So, but I think Bruno played well that game. I think Pogba also, when he came on last 30 minutes, he also played really well. So I think the same thing's going to happen again because play that same park the bus games play style. I think Pogba and Bruno are going to take advantage of that, and United are going to win 2-0. Concerning the VAR stuff, I do think there are going to be penalties in this game, like Locke said, especially for Bruno. I know he dives a lot, but I mean, if they still think he's a good player, he does dive a lot. But I think now it's going to be easier for players to win penalties because they just have to aim for the arm of the other opposing team. So instead of trying to score goals, they're probably just going to be trying to win penalties. But I guess whatever gets you a result is fine.
Yeah, I agree. I have United 2-1 because of penalties. Manchester United strikes again. We might win the game after the game's over. United can win games after full time. That's all I'm saying. We got that ability. We got that draw. But I know it's going to piss people off. But pens are being given left, right, and center. I believe the first week of the Prem, the most record amount of penalties were given, 14. And I just saw something on Instagram the other day that said that the most pens ever given in a season were around 87 or something in 2006, 2007. If the average amount of pens every weekend continues for the rest of this season, it's predicted to be about 270 pens given across the season. So that's 3 times as much as there's ever been in a Premier League season. So unless the FA revoke this rule, as of right now, pens, like Chris said, is just going to be given by just hitting the fucking ball on someone's hand. Does that suck for a defender? Yes, it does. What are you going to do? I mean, right? So I think United are going to benefit off of that. Spurs, yes, they got unlucky. They actually played very well against Newcastle. Unlucky to get that Wilson penalty at the end. But, that's what's going to happen when you don't finish your chances. And now Son's also injured, so he will not be playing. He has a hamstring injury. He will not be playing against United. Bale's still not back. You could see Reguilón debut. So at this moment, if it's only Kane, Lucas Moura, I don't know if that's enough to beat United because United have been playing, putting 3 out of 10 performances. They just need to step it up. Right, and maybe I personally think Pogba should sit on the bench. Van de Beek should come in. He's shown more in 30 minutes than Pogba showed across 120. So I think United are going to win it. It's going to be shit 2-1. Bruno, maybe 2 pens. Lindelof is ass, so a goal's going to come in some way. And Wan-Bissaka, I know what the hell happened to him. He was letting Brighton players off on his back post again and again and again. So I hope he plays better. But yeah, United 2-1.
Yeah, just before we move on to Leicester West Ham real quick, on Dyer, I feel like the Spurs doc obviously made everyone feel sympathetic for Dyer for the situation with his brother, but I really felt bad because he wasn't even looking at the ball when he hit him for the pen. That was just fucking terrible. But yeah, moving on to Leicester West Ham, I can honestly see 2-2, 3-3. I know people are oh, Leicester's gonna smash West Ham. West Ham was an unusual performance against Wolves, but you got to say 4 goals against that defense is not easy to do. And honestly, I know Leicester don't have Ndidi at the back right now, but I feel if you really test Justin, even Nampalys Mendy in the midfield, you could get some some goals against them. So I'm gonna say a 2-2.
Yeah, so I have Leicester 2-1, but like honestly, I don't know what is going to happen because if West Ham play like they do last week, then or yesterday actually against Wolves, they could end up winning this game 3-4 nothing. But I think if they play like they did the first 2 weeks, this game could easily be 4-5 nothing Leicester. So I don't know what to expect, but I definitely know that Vardy will definitely score because I think coming off a hat trick, he's full of confidence. Definitely gonna at least get one goal. I think just because of West Ham's inconsistency, I don't think they're going to play like they did against Wolves. So I have Leicester winning 2-1.
Yeah, for me, I have Leicester 3-0 against West Ham. I know the Hammer fans are going to be pissed at me, but I honestly thought Wolves just capitulated yesterday. Like, now I'm not trying to take anything away from West Ham. West Ham played well against Arsenal, unlucky to lose that game. And then, they smashed Wolves. Fair play to them. I just think Leicester probably up there with Everton as the most informed team in the league. I know it's only been 3 games, but Leicester just looks so good. Whoever's coming into playing whatever position, whether it's Castagna, whether he's playing fullback or winger, he's providing assists and goals. Tielemans is running the show. If you guys saw that City game, he ran that midfield. No offense to Kevin De Bruyne, nowhere seen after 20 minutes. He was gone. Tielemans was the Belgium controlling that game. So I think Leicester 3-0 because they just have Vardy. And if James Maddison's hitting worldies like yesterday, I mean, it's game over for West Ham. So yeah, 3-0 to Leicester.
Yeah, just on Tielemans real quick, like some of those passes that he makes, if like KDB makes them, like insta feeds go wild. So I feel like Tielemans gotta have some respect on his name. I feel like people hate on him because like he's not the quickest, but yeah. Moving on to Leeds, Man City. All right, so like I was telling the guys before, like Leeds, are like Liverpool 17-18. Like they can't like stop scoring, but they also can't stop conceding. So my pick is like really wild for this, but I'm gonna go like 5-5. Like I really want to see 10 goals, and like I have a feeling it could happen.
So I have Man City 4-1. And, like I like Leeds as I feel like they're a very entertaining team, especially these first few weeks. But I just think the way they play is very similar to how Man City plays. It's just that Man City is much, much more talented than the players that Leeds have. And I think to beat City, to be able to counterattack well, like if you saw Leicester yesterday with Vardy, you have a player up top who can get on the ball with speed to counter, and they counterattack. So that's how they were scoring their goals, and that's what successfully. But I think Leeds like to keep possession. They're very good at keeping possession, but I think Man City will just do a better job of it. And I think especially since they let in, like, Pep has never let in 5 goals on any team. So I don't think that's going to stay very well with him. So I think he's going to really be on all the players this week, and I think he's sure they win this game and by a pretty good margin. So I have City 4-1.
Yeah, for me, I guess this might be controversial. I have Leeds 4-2. Now, I think a lot of people are going to be pissed. How the hell are you putting Leeds as a winning team here, right? Leeds have played very well. I think in all 3 games, they played well. Okay, unlucky to lose to Liverpool at Anfield, right? And that was their first game. Defense is an issue for them. So I have Leeds 4, Man City 2. Now, this could change because it depends on what Man City play as their back line. Because now they have bought Ruben Diaz. They've got rid of that clown Otamendi. And now they also have Laporte back. He only played like 20 minutes against Leicester yesterday. But if Laporte and Ruben Diaz play together, that's a much more solid defense. But they still have Benjamin Mendy, who has no clue what he's doing in defending, and giving away pens like crazy. And the striker, Jesus and Aguero, are not fit. They have that Delap dude, that youngster, and the dude, like, Soyuncu marked him out of the game. So, I just don't think they have enough firepower, and I think the Leeds defenders, as bad as they've been playing, I don't think they'll let City score that many goals. And I think Leeds are just so good. Like, I know, like Chris said, that they're a possession-based team, but they can play on the counter-attack. They have Bamford, who, even though he's like 6'1", he's really quick for a 6'1" player. They have Helder Costa from Wolves, who came. He's insane player, been very good for them. And even Jack Harrison, off the counter, the delivery from Jack Harrison and Helder Costa is really good. And Calvin Phillips, off set pieces, his free kick ability is insane for a CDM. Like, Jesus Christ, he puts it on the money every time. So I think there are going to be a lot of goals in this game. And I think Leeds also improved defensively. They kept a clean sheet against Sheffield. So there is some potential there. But instead of rambling, I'm just going to say Leeds 4, Man City 2.
All right, and then moving on to our final prediction for this week, Chelsea Crystal Palace. So like obviously everyone's hating on Chelsea. The kid names 3, and they concede 3 to fucking West Brom, which is really bad. Like Werner still hasn't scored. Hit the fucking crossbar on the West Brom's net. But like honestly, man, if they don't beat Crystal Palace, and I mean like smack Crystal Palace, like 300 mil, like might as well be a waste. And like on the money, real quick, like City as well. Pep spent 400 mil on defenders, and like look at that, 5 goals conceded to Leicester. But like yeah, I'm gonna say 2-1 or 3-1 to Chelsea over Crystal Palace.
So I have Crystal Palace 1-0. I still think like Ollie on Man United. I think Lampard has no clue what he's doing. He makes some good substitutions. I think when his team is down, but it seems like they seem to always start off slow. Nothing has improved from last year. Like Locke said, they spent 300 million. The attack was good already last year, but it seems the same. The defense is still letting in goals, constantly. I think Crystal Palace will counterattack a lot in this game, and I think 1 or 2 chances. I think they'll get 1 or 2 good chances. They'll finish one off. I think that's when it's going to win them the game. So I have Crystal Palace 1-0.
Yeah, personally for me, I've gone Chelsea 2, Crystal Palace 1, and this is a very big if, right? My thing with Chelsea is like Chris and Locke, I don't know if Lampard's a good manager, right? Now I'll give him credit. Last year, if they were 3-0 down to West Brom, they would have lost the game, right? So you have to give him fair play for coming back. But this is the same thing with Ollie. Ollie and Lampard have very good similarities. Like the fact that Ollie was able to save the second half of the season is impressive, just like Lampard was able to save the second half of the game. But the problem you have to see is why the fuck was Lampard and Ollie in shit positions in the first half of the season or the game, right? The fact that they're not setting their teams up right and all that causes that. So it shouldn't ever get to that point. So, and you spent 300 million. I know United City have spent a lot but you spent 300 million this season, and you're gonna trying to get Declan Rice for 80 million. So that's gonna be 380. And you still can't defend. Chelsea fans were mocking Arsenal fans for selling David Luiz to getting rid of David Luiz. You got rid of one Chucko brother to get in another one. Fucking Thiago Silva. What does he do? In the first 20 minutes, Callum Robinson's taking the ball from him and banging it in.
Takes Arlo, but have cost them.
Well, there's one as well by Thiago. And Robinson is in for number 2 and makes it 2-0.
You can't do that. You just can't do that. Chelsea fans, you can't be hypocritical. You can't be oh, get rid of David Luiz just to bring in another one. That's Thiago Silva's 2.0 David Luiz. He's consistent, he's a leader, but he'll make mistakes here and there because he came from the Farmers League. No one can tell me that isn't a Farmers League. And look at the players that have come. Nicolas Pepe, a flop. Right? The League One transition to the Premier League is insanely hard. But I'm going to give Chelsea the benefit of the doubt because they don't have Christian Pulisic, who now I definitely think is their best player. I thought once Werner, Ziyech, all these players came in, they'd be better. I still think Pulisic is their best player. Ziyech also, if he can stay fit and not get injured because his legs are fucking sticks. But yeah, and if they don't get rid of N'Golo Kante, because there's these rumors of Chelsea keep on to fund Declan Rice and ESL players, and Kante's keep on getting mentioned. I don't know what is going on the Chelsea board. If they fucking sell a World Cup winner, Premier League 2-time title winner for fucking Declan Rice, I'm going to lose my shit. All right, yeah, I'm going to lose my shit. I know what they're doing. Declan Rice is not anything to Kante. Kante's the best DM in the world. That's all I'm gonna say. So Chelsea, please don't be retarded. Don't be stupid. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. 2-1, 2-1. But that's a big if. If Pulisic plays, it's 2-1. If Pulisic doesn't play, they're fucked. That's all I'm gonna. I know I went on a whole tangent against Chelsea. I'm a United fan. United are not any better, so don't come at me. All right, United are just as shit. We're winning games after 90 minutes. All right, but Chelsea, get your shit worked together. You cannot spend 300 million in a season and draw to relegation West Brom. They've gotten 1 point all season. Leicester beat them. Everton beat them. Come on, what are Chelsea fans? Yo, I see so many Chelsea fans. Oh, we're gonna win the league. We're gonna compete against Liverpool, bro. You're not competing. You're gonna be competing against West Brom for relegation if you play like that. So please, and Werner, bro, he's missing 6-yard tap-ins. Tammy Abraham, your homegrown players doing more shit. But I digress. All I'm saying is, Chelsea, get your team sorted out, okay? Because you're in the mud. That's all I'm gonna say. But if you like this vid, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, to get more saucy bangers. Because we only give saucy bangers out. We don't produce shit content. Only the quality content. So if you want to catch another vid, make sure you hit that notification bell as well. Other than that, we'll see you in the next vid.